Welcome, Pick Three Glance family and first time viewers. This is Mo Money Terry once again with another video. Alrighty. Powerful strategies that stop losing and start winning. Track your own numbers for your own state. Win big. I can't emphasize this enough of everybody just tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. If you're using the tic-tac-toe, dates, grids, and multiple different rundowns that you've been using, track the actual 1,000 numbers. You'll be able to see the whole picture of what's going on with those 1,000 numbers in your state. And believe me, all the numbers run different in all the states, midday and evening. And if you're going anywhere like I used to, books and everywhere else, and you're not tracking the actual numbers, you're doing yourself a terrible disfavor if you're trying to win. And if you're trying to win out of desperation, like I say, or need, you're just going to wind up getting more and more frustrated. And the more you play, the more you're going to lose and not know why you're losing. I think that's the biggest part of what I have to say is, when I was playing, I would win, but when I won, I was right back to square one because I knew nothing about the numbers that I was playing and winning with. So you have to know what numbers ain't played to know what numbers to play in Pick 3. Pick 3 is the only one I specialize in. I've been playing Pick 3 for 30 years and I enjoy it. And believe me, I had some real lows, but I've had some real highs now that I know why I'm playing my numbers. And that's the only way you're going to do it. Pick 3 at a glance is Pick 3 is the best lottery to play to me because it has the best odds of winning because you can actually track the 1,000 numbers. You can't do that with Pick 4 and Pick 5. Pick 4 has 10,001 odds. There's no way you're going to track all those numbers as an individual. And if you're looking for somebody else to do what you can do with Pick 3 on Pick 4, you can forget it. Track your own numbers. With Pick 3 at a glance, the way I have it set up, it's going to be so easy for you to do. Okay? And Pick 5 has 100,000 numbers. And you're playing your money on it. You're playing that for luck. If you're looking to play that for anything other than luck, you're just fooling yourself. I'm telling you, Pick 4, Pick 3, anything above, Pick 4, Pick 5, anything above Pick 3, you actually really just playing for luck. That's all I can tell you. Pick 3 is the only one that you can use and use the law or average to your advantage. The only one. And the law average is, out of those 1,000 numbers, you got 365 numbers that you can only get all year. Period. You got 635, you don't know nothing about what's going on with them if you ain't tracking them. You don't know what's going on with the single number that comes in, the three numbers that come in. You don't know nothing about the front pair of the number, nothing about the back pair of the number, nothing about the single digits of the number or the single pairs. And you playing your money. You might as well, if you're not willing to track, you just do better to go buy a whole bunch of quick picks. But you can win if you track an actual 1,000 numbers and know why you win. Don't play your Pick 3 numbers if you ain't tracking and you don't know the why to why you playing them. It's simple. Pick 3 is the simplest thing to explain. You can't explain nothing on those 4 numbers and those 5 numbers and the lotto and all those other things. They strictly luck. So you have to plan for what they are. Pick 3, you can strategize and you can build a skill set. Because when you see a pair, and I'm kind of a little on a bicycle here right now. When you see a pair that ain't failed in 3 months or 4 months, you don't have to guess to play that pair. With Pick 3 at glance, you'll be able to see stuff like that. Or you see a single digit, like 1, 2, 3, and you see a 3 ain't played on the back end for 3 months. You won't have to worry about where to place a 3 if you're playing a number with a 3 in it. So let me go a little farther here. Like I said before, Pick 3 facts. You got 1,000 numbers, 365 days in a year. If you played a different number every day, you still have 635 numbers that you have no idea what is going on with those numbers if you are not tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. And when I say the the law of average works to your favor. You got 1,000 numbers. Let's say you got 10 numbers. Pick 3 numbers that you were to play daily. 10 of them. Just any 10, okay? If you played those 10 numbers 365 days out of the year, on average, all you're going to get is 3 of those numbers to come exact. Period. Pretty much. Now, you know you're going to have your odds, but I said on average, throughout 10 years or so, on an average, you're going to only get 3 of those numbers exact for the whole year. So that's why it's important to track the numbers and see what's going on with the numbers. So what I did with Pick 3 at a Glance, I put 22 numbers together, did the 1-1 rundown on 22 numbers, gave me 22 columns. And with those 22 columns, you'll always know what 3 numbers ain't played, working with the law average off of each one of those columns. And you'll always know what columns ain't hit and what numbers are due off those columns to hit, working with the law average. What you're looking for is to play the numbers that haven't hit to know what numbers to play, because you're working with the law average. All right? So right here, I have a app that you can load down on your phone. It's called the Pick 3 Blind Squirrel app, and it does a 1-1 rundown on the winning number that comes into your state. All right, so we're going to use Missouri as a template that you can follow along with me, and I can show you how to use the Pick 3 at a Glance strategy fully, starting with the 1-1-1 rundown and mirroring and understanding mirroring. You will have to understand mirroring. Okay, all mirroring is taking that 1,000 numbers and divide them in half. And you see this number line on top that has, on the top it has 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the bottom it has 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All you did was divide those 1,000 numbers in half. And on the top with the 0 to 4 is really triple zeros to 499, and on the bottom is of the 1,000 numbers is 500 to 999. That makes up all those 1,000 numbers. And what that is with mirroring the numbers, you say mirroring or same as. So the mirrored number is saying same as, really. 0 is same as a 5, 5 same as a 0, 1 same as a 6, 6 same as a 1, 2 same as a 7, 7 same as a 2, 3 same as a 8, 8 same as a 3, 4 same as a 9, 9 same as a 4. That'll happen a lot of time in lottery, and you have to know it when you see it happening. Okay? Now, if your state lottery you play 0, 1, 2, and the state lottery plays 5, 6, 7, they just mirrored the number that you were playing. It's only 1,000 of them, so either the low or the high of the number will come in most cases. They mirrored your whole number. Like 1, 2, 3 is same as 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4 same as 7, 8, 9. Say you played triple zeros, and your state lottery played triple fives on the same day that you were playing. They just mirrored your number with those triple fives. Or 2, 3, 3 and 7, 8, 8 came out. They just mirrored your number or played the opposite number, or vice versa. If you played 5, 6, 7 and they played 0, 1, 2, and they just played the opposite number. Okay, so re-look at this again and get it in your head how I'm explaining. I'm going to explain more on mirroring as we go. Now, here in Missouri, on the 21st, 615 came in. This strategy works for all states anywhere where they play in Pick 3 using 1,000 numbers. All right? So 615 came in Missouri Evening Draw. I specialize in Missouri Evening Draw. And I suggest that you specialize or practice with one draw, and then if you want to do a midday draw, track it. But you have to track them different. You can't track them both on the same Pick 3 at a Glance strategy. Separate midday from evening, all right? But get the midday the midday or the evening down, one of the two, and you learn you'll develop your strategy, a pattern, and a skill set. All right. Now it's going to be some, you're going to put some work in but it's going to pay off more in the long run when playing pick 3. And in Missouri, like I said, the 615 came in on the 21st evening draw. So here, okay, oh, let me see here. I'm going to have to go back here. I'm going to have to go back here and get something. So y'all just hold on here for a minute with me, because I don't want to start this video over. I hope I don't have to, but I got to find something here and bring it up. Just bear with me a minute. I don't think it's going to let me do it. Just bear with me a minute here. I didn't pull. Where are you? Let's see, is this what I'm looking for? Yeah, this is the one I'm looking for. This is the one I'm looking for. Yeah, let me do it. Okay. So this one here is the 1-1 rundown on the 615. And what we do, we take the 1-1-1 over the winning number that came in, all right? And that is, you're going to do the 1-1 rundown all the way down on that number, okay? And I'm showing you how to do the 1-1 rundown because it mirrors the numbers automatically. So you add 1 to 6, you get 7. 1 to 7, you get 8. 1 to 8, you get 9. 1 to 9, you get 0. 1 to 0, well, you get 1 to 9, you get actually 10, but you don't use the 1, you just use the 0. The 1-1 rundown is the only one, the 1-1-1 rundown is the only one you're going to have to worry about using with dealing with the pick 3 at a glance, okay? So again, you're going to add 1 to 6, you get 7. 1 to 7, you get 8. 1 to 9, you get 10, but you just use the 0. 1 to 0, you get 1. 1 to 1, you get 2. 1 to 2, you get 3. 1 to 3, you get 4. 1 to 4, you get 5. 1 to 5, let's see, did I? You get 6. You can't see it down there, but you get the 6. And same number at the bottom, you get at the top, you add it correctly. Same thing, you're going to add 1 to 1, you get 2, and you're just going to count straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, and then you add, well, it's going to be 10, but you know it's going to be 0. Then 1 to 0 is 1. Same here. You're going to add the 1 to the 5. You count straight down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When you get to 9, just do 0 and count straight down again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right? Now, what you're going to, the 615 is the winning number. What you're looking for is the base number on the pick 3 at a glance. What I do is I take 22 numbers, I do the 1-1 rundown just like I did here on those 22 numbers, which I call base numbers. And the base number will always be in the rundown, like the 615, the base number is 106. The base number will always be in whatever rundown you do, whether it be a straight or a double. All right? Base number, it shows as 160. But it will show on the columns as 016. All right? Now, and that's going to be on the column 5. And that's a 6-way combination because it's a straight. It can come 615, 651, 156, 165, 516, or 561. All right? So let's go back here. Let me see if it'll take me back. Let me see where we're at. No, it won't take me back there. So I got to go back here. Okay, let me go back to where I was here. Let me go back to where I was here for sure. Alrighty, where were we at here? I was here for sure. Let me go down. Oh, no, wait. Okay, let me go back. Just bear with me a minute here while I get this done. I put this here. I was here, here. We were here. We were there. Yeah, we're doing the rundown. Okay, yeah, we're right here. Okay, now I'm back. Okay, so what we're looking for, these numbers, this is the pick through at a glance sheets, the 22 columns that I did. Let me go through here. See, you got 12. It's 12 columns of the straights, okay, and 10 columns of the doubles that make up the 22 numbers. And these 615 is a straight because it can come 6 different ways. All right. Each one of these numbers on top is the base numbers. It's 0, 1, 2. Okay. 0, 1, 3, 0, 1, 4, 0, 1, 5, 0, 1, 6, 0, 1, 7, 0, 1, 8, 0, 2, 4, 0, 2, 5, 0, 2, 6, 0, 2, 7, and 0, 3, 7. These base numbers, when you do the 1-1 rundown on any of the winning numbers that come in your state, one of those base numbers will always be in the rundown. It might not be in the same formation because you know these can come 6 different ways, but in one of the 6 way combination, it will always be in there, just like how I showed you how the 615 had 6 ways it could come. So what you want to do is find that that base number. Okay, when you find a base number, you'll know what column it came off of. Like I showed you before, that 615, when we went down, we found the 610, okay, as the base number. So here it is, the 016 as the base number, okay? And here's the 561, but it showed as 561. But it came as 615. Same number. You're going to mark that off the column. And as you're eliminating the numbers off the columns, that's when you start seeing what numbers are left to play. And this is not a next stage strategy. You're going to have to keep track of the numbers, building a skill set, seeing how the numbers fall before you start investing a lot of money. You won't have to be investing a lot of money. I want you playing because you want to, not because you have to, okay? Because you ain't paid your light bill, house bill, horse bill, car bill, no bills. Because you got caught up in these, try to track and win these numbers every day. There's no strategy out there that's going to tell you what numbers coming in the next day, period. And anybody can show me one, I'd like to see them. Nothing's going to tell you what's coming in the next day. The best thing you have to your advantage is tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, seeing what they're doing, and just not only following the pattern, but knowing what's going on with those 1,000 numbers. All of them, not just the 365, but all 1,000 at a glance with the pick 3 at a glance strategy. So you're going to mark off that 561. Then the next winning number come in, you're going to do the 1-1 rundown on it, but you're going to look for the base number that's on top in that rundown, and it'll go to that base number and tell you that's the column 6 here, and you'll find your base number in the rundown. And I believe if you've been around a while as a player, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. And if not, leave a comment. That's the only way you're going to learn. If you don't leave comments, I don't know that you don't know. All right? Or email me. Or text me. All right? My phone number's in the descriptions. All right? Okay. And here's the doubles. You got 10 of those. That makes up the 22 numbers. You got the 001, the 002, the 003, the 004. You got the 005. You got the triple zeros. Then you got 011, 022, 033, and 044. So when you do the 1-1 rundown on any of these numbers here underneath, this number on top will always be in that rundown. Always. For whatever number come in your state. Now, triples. I want to emphasize to you on triples. What it is with triples now, I don't play triples. I mean, I ain't gonna say I don't play them, because people, when you say you don't do something, they'll say, well, I thought you said you don't do that. No, I do play triples, but I track them when I play them when the time is right. On average, through a year, if only way I play triples, if I see by November, December, and a triple fail all year, then I have followed and tracked the numbers enough to know when it's good to play a triple for my state. And I always hit my triples that way. I don't play triples every day. I know some people say, well, I think a triple gonna come, so they'll play like I used to do, play all the triples for 3 or 4 or 5 days, no triple in sight. Missouri last year, they just knew 777s was gonna fall last year. They knew 777 was gonna fall. Not a triple say. I know people playing $50, $100 on sevens, no seven to be seen. Only thing failed last year on Missouri evening draw was 000s, because I was watching the triples. I knew they weren't going to fall. Not no sevens anyway, because the way I tracked, I was pretty sure sevens was out, gone already. And then on midday, the only triple they played was 000s and 222s all year. That was for the whole year. But on average, through a year's span, you'll get about 3 triples on average. But see, that was not an average. That's what I'm saying. You have to track the actual 1,000 numbers to see what they're doing. All right? So I wouldn't play triples if I was you, because they pay the same and they're the hardest numbers to hit. And that's when I get through showing you how I play triples. When they do, you'll see what I'm talking about. So here is another one of my strategies. It's called single digit strategy. You know, a lot of people say, well, when a number is cold, or you ain't seen a number played in so many weeks, so many days, or whatever, then play that cold number. But I always wonder where to place the cold number at, you know. I'm like, well, what I'm going to do? I know it's cold. What I'm going to do with it? So what I did, I made 3 lines from 0 to 9, which represents each position of the pick 3 number. Let's say that 927. If 927 was the winning number, I'll mark off the 9 on the front, the 2 in the middle, and the 7 on the end. Okay? So whatever number come in, wherever it comes in at, I'll mark off. Let's say 300 come in. I'll mark the 3 on the front, 0 in the middle, 0 on the end. Let's say 1, 2, 3 come in. I'll mark the 1 on the front, 2 in the middle, 3 on the end. Then at the end of the month, if I find that no number hit on the 2 didn't hit on the end for the whole month, I'm carrying that 2 over to the next month. So if I'm playing that 927, say it did come in, I'm definitely going to play it as 972 and 792, because the likelihood of that 2 coming on the back end with my number is great. And that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Exactly how you do it. End of the month, whatever numbers say, I usually be truthful with you, the numbers when they fall in the middle, it throws me off, because if I'm playing front pair, back pair, it's kind of hard to decide what pair, how to play it. But let's say that 2 didn't fall on the back end and I just want to play the pairs. What I would do is, and I know that 2 ain't fell on the back end for a month, maybe 2 months, 3 months. You might see a number not falling back in for 3 months. But you aware of that, and then when you hit some money, make some money, you know where to go and play numbers. You ain't guessing where to go play numbers, because you're going to go get them numbers they ain't played. So say that 2 ain't fell on the back end, I'll roll it down like, so let's say I roll it down 0, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8, 2, 9, 2, all the way down for 50 cents on the back or $1 on the back, however you want to play it. But like I said, you'll build a skill set for your state specifically if you track an actual 1,000 numbers. You will build a skill set for your state specifically with your own numbers. That's how you're going to do it. Okay, now here is pairs. Pairs is powerful. It's imperative that you get this stuff down. I'm telling you, if you're going to be a player and a winner, and stop getting frustrated with playing your numbers. Let's say I track single pairs, all right? Single pairs. Like say 222s come in, that's a pair. That's a single number, so it's a pair. So I want to make sure I know what pairs have not failed. I got to know what ain't failed to know. I got to know what ain't played to know what to play. when I play my pick three numbers. I have to know what numbers haven't played to know what numbers to play. And I play the numbers that haven't played, working with the law average. So pair 2, you just draw a line through it, across or circle it, however you want to do it. And then you know that pair has played. Say 5, 5, 1, which is a double. You mark off the 5, the 55, and the 15. Know that that pair has played. And since it's only two numbers, and then with the 370, you got three numbers, what you're going to do is mark off the 07, the 03, and the 37 to know that that pair has played. Okay? At the end of the month, whatever pairs ain't played, you're going to carry over to the next month. Because working with the law average, them pairs going to show up the following month. You ain't got to guess what pairs to play on average. You're going to know what pairs to play. You'll always know what pairs to play. Because you're tracking the actual pairs. You ain't got to guess them. You got to know what pairs ain't played to know what pairs to play the following months. Like in 2022, 38 didn't fall for 120 days. The 38 pair. If you playing a number with 38 in it, you didn't see it for 4 months. But you wouldn't have known that if you hadn't tracked it. And then another thing I like to mention about tracking the single digits. When I was tracking the single digits, what happened for 2 months, sevens didn't come with no number. I couldn't believe it. I thought I was tripping. Sevens didn't come with no number for 2 months. Man, you know I was playing 7-7 front, 7-7 back. 777s. Now I changed my address to 777. Now my dog luck is 7. I was playing them sevens and I hit them. That's what I'm saying. Because by the law average, 7 had to come with something that ain't failed in 2 months. And I just knew. And I was going to lay on them sevens because 7 and no triple had played all that year either up to that point. That's what I'm talking about. You can't see this stuff just with the tic-tac-toes, the grizz, the date sums, and root sums and stuff like that. You just ain't going to see it. You're not going to catch it. You're not going to catch it. Okay? And then when you do win, you know what you tracked all year. You know where to go get your numbers. All right? And here, my look, again, front pair, back pair. You can't go wrong with tracking them front pair. This is a yearly sheet. You can't go wrong tracking that front pair and back pair all year. Like that 615 came in on the front. What you're going to do is do the 6-1 on the front. Most of these numbers are the same, top and bottom, and then 1-5 on the back pair. So at the end of the year, as you're going through the years, you can glance at this little thing right here. All year, know what pairs ain't failed. You got to know what numbers have played, not to know what numbers to play. Okay? This is how I hit triples. Now, I'm going to show you how I hit triples using this here sheet. Like I say, if a triple ain't failed all the way up to November, December, all year pretty much. It depends on how these numbers fall together when I'll roll a triple. But normally it ain't going to be before November, December, and maybe into January. If a triple ain't played when I'm tracking, what happened? Double 8s up top fell in January of 2022. And no 8 had failed on the front and the back all that year up to September. And I made all my subscribers aware of that. Okay? So what happened is that in September, I picked up those 8s. And then, too, I realized the mirror of the 8s hadn't failed either. The front and back of the 3s hadn't failed either. So I had triple 3s and triple 8s to play. But I loaded up on the 8s. And I played them, and them 8s failed. Because as you tracking, you'll see what the numbers are actually doing. There's no guesswork in knowing what the numbers are doing because you're tracking each and every one. Like I said, you're tracking the front pair, the back pair. You're tracking the single pair. You're tracking the single digits. And you're tracking the actual numbers with this little scan that I'm showing you. If you print these out, you can make your own sheets and go make copies. Like I say, this is copyrighted material. As long as you ain't trying to sell it and make money, you don't have no problem out of me. If you're doing something like that, you have to get my written permission for that. Okay? All right. Okay, so you can't go wrong with the front press, back press at all. Before, I used to track any two numbers that was left at the end of the year. Let's say that I'm gonna just explain. My brother had a birthday. His birthday was 527. Okay, and that was about middle of the year. And that 527, that 527 hadn't played all year. And I always play the front and the back together if I see a number ain't played with other things that you'll be able to put together, realize it. That 527 fell on his birthday, and I played it heavy. So you know I took care of him for his birthday, right? Because it was his birthday and it fell on his birthday. 527. Because the 5-2 on the front hadn't failed, and the 27 on the back hadn't failed. So that's what I'm telling you. Track your numbers. You're going to build your own skill set to see what's going on with those numbers. And you can't do that no other way. Ain't no way around it. So here's my disclaimer. Just look it over. And here, like I say, track your own numbers for your own state. And I can teach you no date sum, no root sum, no grids, no tic-tac-toe, no flips, no multiple different rundowns. They can make a rundown on all in 1,000 numbers except for 000. They got the 1, 2, 3 rundown. They got the 5, 6, 7 rundown. They got the 3, 6, 9 rundown. They got the 2, 7, 1 rundown. They got the 6, 6, 6 rundown. They can make a rundown on all them numbers. When they get through running them numbers down, you ain't no more smarter than what you was when you did that. I'm telling you, because all you're gonna get a bunch of different numbers. Now, if it's working for you, it's working for you. But when you get through with all those numbers, like I used to do, I know every rundown out there. I know everything it is to know about playing pick 3, because I had every book there was, but I was not winning. I couldn't understand what was going on, and I was giving it my all. So I said I got to put my own system and strategy together. And this is the best one that I've seen out there. And I ain't seen nothing like it because ain't nobody put it together like me like this. Okay. And a lot of it's set up for you to lose and not for you to win, okay? So I don't play no lucky numbers. I don't play my birthdays. I don't play all of them different numbers because Missouri evening draw 160. 192 and 574 ain't been in since 2007. Them numbers ain't been in. Now that 615 is the mirror of it, but I just went back and checked my paperwork on that, and it ain't been out since that 615 ain't been out on evening since 2018. 615. 2018 last time I played. I forget what month it was, but it was I know it was 2018. So look, track the numbers. You come closer and you won't be guessing no numbers. And stop losing and start winning by tracking your own numbers for your own state. All right? Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And help the channel grow, please. And give it a thumbs up. That gets it out to YouTube algorithm better. They put priorities on thumbs up, I believe. And if you need to get me, here's my email, momoneyterry@gmail.com. Small cap. And okay. So, okay. Excuse my grandkids. I got a bunch of grandkids and they loud. If you got them, you know what I mean. Here's my Cash App, and don't overload my Cash App everybody at one time, because when y'all start getting this down and tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, I'm sure y'all gonna bless the channel just like the channel's blessing you. One other thing I want to do before I go here. Okay. All right, y'all hear my grandkids. Okay. I don't know if y'all hear them, but I hear them. They so loud. But anyway, here you go. On these columns here, these doubles, these numbers all mirror each other. That's important for you to understand. Like the 001, the mirror of it is 556. The 112, the mirror of it is 667. The 223, the mirror of it is 778. The 334, the mirror of it is 889. each one of these columns mirror each other. And that way you'll always know on each one of these columns if the number fell or its opposite fell. So if you got a column that you're playing and you know that column ain't played in 3 months or so as you're tracking, because you're going to do this every month, then you're going to always play the number and its opposite when that column, if you decide to play that column, play the whole column. Any column ain't hit in 3 months as you track it. You ain't got to guess where you're going to get your numbers from. I hope you know to go get that numbers off of that column ain't hit in 3 months. You always want to know what numbers ain't played to know what numbers to play. So I think I kind of covered this video. It's kind of hard to start over and stuff like that with these videos because there's a lot of work going to them. So I hope you got what you needed out of this one. And if you didn't, I mean, I can explain it in no time if you leave the appropriate comment, and you won't be confused when I explain it to you. So play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless.